Hey guys, it's Rick with BamAquatics again. I just kind of wanted to discuss some things about my fish room. You all know that I started out with just a couple of tanks. I started with a 20-gallon tank, and we discussed that in an earlier video. And then I added a second tank, which I decided I was going to breed some swordtails. It was my first experience with breeding live bears. And so I set that tank up and had two tanks. I'm sure a lot of you are laughing now because you know once you get bit by the fish bug, you tend to continue to want to get more and more and more tanks, and that's what happened to me. So you've all seen the fish room that I had set up with the 4 tanks. So I quickly filled up those 4 tanks. So I now have the 20-gallon and 4 tanks filled up. And I wanted to do something more. So I came up with a couple of different options for the fish room. One would have been to turn the tanks long ways on the 2x12s and to add a second 2x12 there and to turn and be able to add 4 more tanks on that same level. That would have required me to turn the tanks long ways, and you would have seen the short side of the tank when you were looking at them. The second option I had was to go up another level and leave the 4 tanks I had on the one level as is, add some more cinder blocks and another 2x12, and then put 4 more tanks across the top. And so I had a dilemma here. I discussed this with several different people and tried to decide the things that looked best to me and the thing that I wanted to do with my fish room, and I came up with a plan. So we're going to start with a video I did a while back when I was thinking about the plan, and then we'll move forward from there, and we'll come back and we'll discuss it at the end. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got 4 tanks, 4 10-gallon tanks here set up for some breeding. As you can see, I have them on cinder blocks. Of course, I've got something underneath the bottom cinder block there to keep from damaging the hardwood. Got 3 cinder blocks here, have a 2x12 underneath, and as you can see it comfortably supports all of these tanks without any problem. The problem is I've already run out of room, and as you can see right there I have another tank there ready to go, and I have actually one more 10-gallon, and then I have several more that I'm ready to add. So I didn't really think that far ahead as to what I would do next. I know I can put up another level here, get 3 more cinder blocks on each point there where they connect, and then do another level. You could get 4 more like that, but I think I want to do a little bit more than that. So I was talking to a friend that I've made through my fishy experience, and we came up with the idea to put another cinder block long ways across the front here. I don't have everything I need to do this yet, but I'm going to show you what that would look like as far as the cinder block designation. Okay, I got that out and put here and can show you what I'm talking about. What we can do is put another cinder block across there in the front and stack those up even with the others. Slide that 2x12 back, and then with the extra support from the second set of cinder blocks there, you can see I'll be able to support another 2x12, which would give me the 24 inches that I'll need in order to put another, turn the tanks the opposite way. So we're going to work on that, and then we'll be back to show you the results. Alright guys, I'm getting another level going on the tanks in the fish room. So I'm getting a 2x12x10 at Home Depot. I was sure to pick out one that was nice and straight, didn't have too many knots in it, and wasn't cracked or anything like that. And I'm going to pick up some cinder blocks as well. We're also getting the cinder blocks, getting 6 of these. Need 9, but I had 3 left, so we're going to add 3 on top of the other, and we're going to make level 2. Alright guys, so here we are. We've got the blocks here at home, got some here, and we've got some in the other place. You can see I've already got some tanks here. We sort of talked about the configuration earlier and about what I was considering doing to expand the fish room. I think I've decided to leave the configuration as it is for now, and to just go up another level there. If I use 3 more of the blocks and go up above these tanks, I'd have room for 4 more tanks to go above these. And we'll go through what I have in these tanks and what I'm bringing in, and what my breeding plan is on this soon. But for now, I just wanted to kind of show you where we were here with the process, and we're going to go ahead and get these blocks in place and get it going, and we'll be right back. Guys, we've got it pretty much finished here. Of course, we have the water we got to add, and clean the tanks out and all those kinds of things. But we're all set now with our second level of our fish room build. It's a real basic, easy build. It just takes 2 by whatever length, it's not a 2 by 4, but it's a 2 by 12, and then you add in whatever length you need. And so that takes care of the width of this, because it's 10.5 inches wide, so it takes care of that. So this is a 10-foot portion, so I have the braces in the middle and the 2 by 12, so I now have 8 tanks here available. So as you can see, the 3 cinder blocks there in between gives plenty of room to access the tanks to do any kind of cleaning or anything. The 2 cinder blocks wouldn't have been enough room to get in and service anything. It would have been enough room to clear the tank, but it wouldn't have given you any room to do any water changes or anything like that. So this way you have plenty of room for that. So this is the beginnings of the next phase of the fish room. So we will continue on later and give you an update as we get more things going. Alright, so as you can see, I decided to go with leaving the tanks the way they were situated on the first level and go ahead and add a second level and put the tanks up on that level to add 4 more tanks. So I'm about to have those 4 filled up, and so the next section I think is going to be 4 tanks down below the first level, which will become the second level then, of course, if I add 4 on the bottom. They will actually sit on the floor. So I'm thinking that's where I'm going to go next. I'm not sure though. I thought I was going to go with turning the tanks at the beginning, but decided not to do that, so who knows what might happen next. But that's where the fish room is now. So thanks for taking time to watch another video here from good old Bama. Take a minute and go down below, tell me what you think, tell me what you like, what maybe you didn't like, maybe what you would have done. Even show me a picture of what your tanks look like or what your fish room looks like, how you've got it arranged. We all can share these ideas and we can improve on them and make the fish keeping hobby even better. If you hadn't done so, go down below and subscribe. Go ahead and hit that notification bell, and that way they'll notify you anytime I upload a video. I really appreciate all the support you've been giving me. We're up to about 75 subscribers. Not quite, but almost. So I really appreciate that. You guys come on back and watch the next one with me here from good old Bama. Thanks, guys.